saying here when we were saying edit or revise any proposed agreements or plans? Does that mean we can't comment on any plans? I mean, that's what we're saying. Once again, we haven't reviewed this. It just appeared in front of us, and now we're going to vote on this? I mean, this doesn't make any sense. We have said as a policy, we're not going to be doing this.
It's kind of like the ethics policy just
Excuse me,
in front
once
of
again,
us.
once again, you're out of order.
Okay.
I mean, how many times are we going to go through this in parliamentary procedure where Commissioner Mary Patrick interrupts whoever she wants to interrupt without being recognized by the chair? How many times are we going to do this? It's been done for many years now. Before she was a county commissioner, she interrupted from the audience. Now she just interrupts as a county commissioner. Mr. Chairman, it's not right.
Mr. Chairman?
I call for the vote.
I have the floor, thank you very much. Geez, I mean, sometime in that,
Okay.
we're going to have to follow parliamentary procedure eventually here.
Go ahead.
Once again, we have not reviewed this document. Commissioner Penniman has said many times in the past that we should not be voting on things that we've not had in advance, but we should have time to review them. I agree with what Mr. Penniman has said. I agreed at the time, and I agree now. We need to have time to review these things. Once again, let's take a look at this, item by item. Number one, under standards, I didn't have a problem with it until I started reading it. I started reading it here. I got some problems. I got some questions about it. An elected official shall not revise any, edit or revise. Edit means that we can't comment on any proposed agreements or plans. Do you want to be told that you can't comment on anything? That's exactly what it says. That's my interpretation. I think that's a reasonable interpretation. We should not propose any specific terms. It's not saying we're going to sign a contract. It says we can't propose anything. I mean, do you actually want this county commission, each individual, to be restricted from commenting on anything that's going to come before us at all? Once again, on these other items, we're restricting submission of ethical claims of unethical behavior by a county commissioner or by any citizen. Do we want to tell citizens that they cannot file ethical violations against county commissioners? Is that something we want to do? I mean,
Okay.
That's what this says. In 1 second, I'm going to go over the penalties.
Okay. Legal. Sir. Legal. In the question that Jack is making, this is his interpretation? Is this a legal interpretation?
I don't know that it's really legal. I think it's just a matter of the wording. Most of what's in M already exists because none of y'all can individually bind the commission.
Absolutely.
I mean, you just can't do that. Where are you?
You got the floor.
I was just curious. I want to ask a question. What was the direction?
I got this directly from Michael Quinn's stuff. Exactly from Michael Quinn.
It's fine, but
it's copied word for word, and it doesn't say that nobody can edit anything. It says that a county commissioner can't go out and make a deal with another agency or another government and then act like it's that. That's all that this says. It says it's not make any written offers or draft any agreements or edit or revise any proposed agreements or plans. And it keeps going unless that elected official has received express authorization. Mr. Menard's trying to pick and choose what he likes there. This is just straight out of what Michael Quinn has suggested for an ethics policy. And if we're going to have an ethics policy, the one that was passed in July 7th of 2008 was all of a sudden rejuvenated 3.5 years later as an emergency, or we couldn't get anything done, and we were just told we had to pass it right then, or else it was just terrible. Well, of course, it's a political year. This thing about frivolous claims, I'm all for anybody filing any kind of claim they want against a commissioner, the county attorney, the county manager, or whoever else. But if it's frivolous, it's going to be just like what happened back in 2004, when there were things that went on in court cases and everything else to keep people from not being able to do anything or say anything during the election. That's exactly what that is going to stop. Otherwise, it's going to be an unending thing if somebody doesn't like somebody and things are going to be filed.
Mr. Chairman.
Excuse me, I still have the board,
Mr.
Commissioner.
Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
no, hey.
you'd interrupted to go to the legal, and now it goes back to me. Point of order. It's
No. Really, by parliamentary procedure, you can only speak on the subject twice, but bringing legal, you let people speak more than one time. Go back and check the record.
Yeah, but you went to legal, I mean,
What I'm gonna do,
I'm gonna ask for a point of order.
I'm not gonna let anybody speak unless they get my attention first.
And I have your attention, and then of course, Mr.
Call my name so I can look at you and get your attention first, but I'm not gonna even call.
Chairman.
And Alan,
Okay.
I'm gonna get you to get them out of here.